Hey, leave him alone, you. Gaku stepped in and grabbed Kurara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
The uppercut of a lifetime! The luminary uppercut! Good day, good people. On the fine day in the year of the Paradigm, Toonlink, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, Nomakaris, Kafka. I am the United States Saver. I wanted to start off on this menu because it's something that I feel like I've noticed, but I've never like sat down and pointed out. Because there is a fair bit to kind of assess about this menu. Not like a ton, but like I think there's one big thing, and that's that language that, and we are not actually on this. There we go. The language that those commanders speak is written behind the text here. So new game, I guess you would see new game in the background. The thing is, I'm not sure if that says new game or not. Continue might say something else. Load, but they all are specifically written as something different. So that's just something I wanted to point out. Let's continue though. We are on our way to our first ending. This light is not on. It has been a couple days since I've played this. We're at day 29, or about to enter day 30 actually. I'm trying to think. We fought a couple big battles. We went to the second to last defense academy. And I think we're going to our room for the night. Correct? Did we already talk to you? Quite the view. You got here those undying flames. Those are the undying flames we've heard so much about. Yeah, I still have trouble believing any of this is real sometimes. By the way, I did a quick sweep of the rooftop, and it looks like there are enough rooms for all of us. Someone in the comments last time said, you know, I'm pretty sure that leftover room was for Mozo or whatever. They're our new friends. Their person who was supposed to come along with us, but it was captured by the enemy, the invaders. Pretty sure that room would have been for them, which makes sense. Unless that person was also a trap, also a decoy or something. If there was any doubt, our team was always supposed to join you here. That's pretty decent proof, right? I guess so. Fair enough. We will go to our rooms, and it looks like everybody is in their rooms. I mean, except for you. You were missing. That's your room, and that would have been the other room. Okay, so nobody else is anywhere, so I guess we'll just go to our room. Cool. Let's enter day 30. We'll be at a little 30% of the way there to the first 100 days. My thing is, there's a world where we actually don't get to 100 days, and I've thought a little bit about this, because once again, I've had like a whole weekend to just do no content, but I was kind of thinking about some of the games we've been playing. This is my second recording since being back from the wedding, actually. This 100 line. I assume once we get out of this, and there's part of me that's thinking like, oh, you know, it'll probably be like a boom, 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 kind of a line thing. There will be 100 lines. I think that's where we are with the 100 line. There will be 100 lines to 100 different endings, but regardless. Alone in my own familiar room, I slumped down onto the bed. After the storm, the other academy and the fact that it's like, I assume that there will be like 100 lines, or, you know, to 100 endings to 100 lines. That's why they call it the 100 line. Makes me really believe that Last Defense Academy is also a play, because they like to do plays on titles in Spike Chunsoft. They like to, they know what they're doing. Titles always mean something in these games. Anywho, the other academy, the mini battles, the last few days, it kind of felt nice to be back here. But this wasn't really where I wanted to be. I wanted my real room, the one back home in the TRC. I'll survive and go home. I will. I have to. But would the real Karo be waiting there for me, or was she already here? I'm gonna vomit. Just like Tsubasa. It's way too late in the day for me to start thinking about this stuff. It can wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a new day. Yes, it will be. Bong. Bong. Bonong. I allowed myself to relax and eventually fall asleep. Bueno, no, 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 no. Day 30. Officially on day 30. 30? Who knows? Do we get new... I guess we might not need new, like, places. For real, for real.
As commanding officer responsible
There
for
is
the
an
school
announcement.
and its students, I have an announcement to make.
Yes, Siri?
Get ready for your 30th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Yeah?
Down and dirty, it's day 30. And you know what that means?
You know what it
I've
is?
unlocked some new classrooms
Okay, so we do
to
new classrooms,
celebrate.
okay.
Where did you get access to this time, you ask? On the first floor, it's the metal shop. And on the second floor, the biolab. As usual, you can ask me more about how they work in person. See you there!
We can't do that, but it is what it is. New school facilities, huh? Well, that can wait. First I have to meet up with everyone in the cafeteria. Alright, well. I gotta get used to everybody, all the new people's names. Like, not Karua. Yugamu, Kyoshika, Kurara, Nozomi, and those are our new friends. So Nozomi, Kurara, Kyoshika, and Yugamu. Yugamu is going to make me struggle because I feel like his name should be Yugami, but it is what it is. Yugamu. Hey, what's up, Nozomi? Oh, good morning, Takumi. Hey, what's good, girl? How you doing? I still can't make myself believe Nozomi and Karua are different people. They're just too alike. I have to go. I'll see you later. If she were Karua, I can't imagine why she acts so cold towards me. Maybe the fact that I get so awkward around Nozomi is why she's putting distance between us. I can't help it though. Being around her is so confusing. Kyoshika, are you here? Yeah, you are. The carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. Can we use it to travel, actually? It's a wonder those horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all without ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? Poor girl. So she is here. Alright, nobody else is anywhere else, so let's just go to the cafeteria. I always like to make sure. Because, like, one of these days, someone might just be chilling on the first floor randomly. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then let's hold a killing game and thin the herd out a little. Whoa, whoa. Don't be so casual about it, rather. Taking a life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know? Oh, was that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from that huge, wall of fire outside of us. So those are the infamous undying flames. The sight of them, the sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. You told us a little bit about them on the bus ride here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now? What exactly are those flames, Takumi? Well, we don't really know. So no, you can't get a proper explanation. Our bad, you can't get that. Okay, so, hey Kurara, you haven't said anything here. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. Alright, well, we should have talked to Ima too. All we can tell you of the flames is what C-Ray told us, about the flames is what C-Ray told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
We didn't start the fire, but the flames are undying. No matter what we're trying, we didn't. Alright, continue, C-Ray.
Never?
Never. You heard the song. We didn't start the fire, and the flames are undying. No matter what we're doing, and no matter what we're trying, they never go out. You even tried it. You can cut a hole through them, but they go back in.
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
Fire that never goes out. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never have believed it if I hadn't seen him with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps 'tis an advanced form of ninjutsu. Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? The flames are here to help the invaders, keep the invaders away from the last defense academy, right? If that's true, then they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on the school grounds. It didn't really sound like that, you know? It sounded like it was almost a matter of happenstance. Yeah, maybe to tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room too. That's gotta protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. I tried dousing them with the fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's going to take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions we still have unanswered. C-Ray said he'd explain everything, but then he disappeared. And you could not convince him to tell you sooner? You are truly useless. Sorry. Oh no, Ato. Hey, that wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. This school is the real deal, alright. Yeah, it's just like Nigo said.
Second to last defense academy is, well, it's a decoy.
Lied to all of
intended
us.
to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources. There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
That's something else that, I'm sorry, everything's coming back to me about this game from the last time we played. Shoma last time was like, I remember being at a hospital, and the hospital was Kamakura. Kamakura, yes, Queen, hospital, and I assume we've all been there if that's the case. So something was done to us. Maybe we are like lab rats of some sort. Maybe Kamakura Defense Academy is, maybe we're on the planet of the invaders, and maybe like the TRC is some sort of something. Maybe we're not on Earth. That's a real world possibility too. Maybe we invaded and or something of that nature. I'm not sure. There's, to some degree, I know that we have been tested at some point. Mainly because we were put in an environment in our first battle, the one where we saved Karuha, was not a real fight. And that's something I need to make sure we never let go of. Because that was just like a passing remark from C-Ray. Verily, 'twas a shock to learn that we'd been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock, it was downright infuriating. The B team has no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if we didn't, if we did work together, it's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on the school, which is bad because now they can do that for 70 days. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating to this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above. Seer mentioned higher-ups too. Who's really controlling this war? But now that Decoy's Academy's gone, that means attacks on this one are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide on who to send anymore. We're all who to send where anymore, rather. We're all there is. And there's still like 70 days to go? Oh man, what rotten luck. That's what I'm feeling like, man. I don't know if I can hold out that long. And what's the worst gonna happen? Dying? If it's gonna happen anyway, might as well get started now. You know, get busy living. Or get busy dying. You're all so adorable, the way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there are more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then... Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? Huh? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more ground than on foot. We might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, nor does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know. Naturally, we consider that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there was even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with her. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. I mean, based on everything that's happened so far, us with the stabbing and the hemoanima, it feels like there's more grounds to proving that at least something is going on. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If Siri had been able to tell us more about what's going on, more of what's going on rather, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. So do you guys know more than we do? Once Nigo told us about world death, that's what it is, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Yes, indeed, humanity's future prospects without this singular asset would be grim, to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for the future generations to thrive. Wait, world death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my extra small-sized brain. It's all starting to make sense now. You never even got that far, huh? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourselves for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire world. War, not world. This is the thing that started it all. More than that, it's the also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced survivors to take shelter underground. Okay. So essentially there's only 1/10 of human population left, based on if they're taking decimated literally. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Enough with the dramatic build-up. Just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, pea-brain, the adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of the, hey, is that true? What if it's all made up stuff? Do you think you can hold that, onto that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever teach you any manners, you inbred street urchin? What? And your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking everything we say? I've stepped in things rather that would have made better soldiers than you. She's right. Even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me too. Can you really blame us for asking so many questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere and not getting any answers? For real. That's where you're wrong. You weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope? Yes, we were chosen to represent. We were chosen. Okay. I'm the chosen one to represent humanity in this war, to shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones who can stop the entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this fight. We have to fight. And you believe that? Are you sure you haven't been brainwashed to thinking it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve. You won't be laughing when my blade has its way with you. Okay, well, Kyoshika, you can't do that. We can't destroy Ema. We can't. What about world death? You're just gonna keep throwing around that name around like it means something, or are you gonna actually start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up your tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor, which is crazy. Kurara. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in us telling you anymore. Kurara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, Nozomi. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. We could say the same thing for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped you out in the battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize you. Murder lies. Ouch, don't mangle murder like that. The word deserves to be treated with respect.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly.
Oh,
They
no.
don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board.
Oh no.
Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
It's Civil War.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
Oh, they're the new superintendents. We're about to lose all of them.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension?
Darumi.
Killing game!
Darumi! Stop! Babe! No killing games.
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Probably not very far.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Yo, he's ready too. You can't see him because I'm over top of him, but he's got his fist balled up.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
Darumi! Darumi! Stop! That's enough. All of you need to calm down. Takumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the the roofies, ma'am? Nozomi, this dreadnought class deadbeats as bad as the rest of them. Wow. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you— oh no, that's what she meant by roofies. And take you back to his room to have his way with you. I never do anything like that. Well, I don't know if she believes me. I really wouldn't, you know that, right? Please, everyone, we shouldn't fight amongst ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot of normal people like us. Ema, hold on. I've defended you for a long time, for several episodes, but I cannot defend you calling yourself normal. You're not normal, my dude. Anything but. How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the holy Jumanji sword, or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction's no accident. Satisfaction my ass. Ema may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. Yeah, Takemaru. I've had enough of you all. I can hardly stand your loathsome visages. We're done here. Come on, Nozomi. But yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright, trying to press the issue now will only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. Okay, well, it is class civil war, apparently. Surely that will go fine and nothing bad will happen. The team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really going to have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree, their attitude is positively sickening. Like you want to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that world death they mentioned is? I'm really curious now. Well, maybe if y'all had stopped bickering for 5 minutes, we could have learned. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. They're just trying to get inside of our heads. Damn it, I still feel like I want to hit something. Think I'll head back to my room and cool off. I guess I'll do that too. No killing game then? Oh, maybe next time. Gosh darn it. Alright, they all left except for my boy Eito. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gone better. I never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. And here I was thinking I'd have more and more friends. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. If Sirei or Hiroko were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I need some time to think alone. Eito and I parted ways and I headed back to my room. Back to my room. Alright, well, terrible things went down. Our two groups hate each other. There's got to be some way. Maybe we just need more time. Come to think of it, some new rooms were unlocked today. Right, we got some new rooms. I forgot all about them after everything that just happened. I think I'll go take a look at them. I could use something to take my mind off of all this. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the biolab on the second, right? It sure is, huh? Alright, is anybody just chilling out here? Nobody's chilling out here. I think only people are in the 2 new rooms. So let's go to... Okay, so the new gang pretty much is in this room. Some of the new gang and Yagamu is here. So let's go to the biolab first. Huh? What'd it look like in here? Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say it does look like a horror movie in here. Less like a classroom, more like something out of a horror movie. Oh, Yugamu. Yu-Gi-Oh! What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, look at all this equipment. It's hot with a capital hot. And now that this room's open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemoanima a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities, too. Nigo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in the dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. I guess the second to last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Cool. That does sound like it would be useful, but is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? It's a war, my dude. Aw, you're worried about the morality of a little thing like that. You're such a good Boy Scout, Tommy. With everything in this lab, we have potential to go to much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as a result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now research is all ours. The fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant. It's all right here at our fingertips. Yeah, what can we use that for? For a start, we could probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. You mean like your arm stretches? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'll be gentle, and I'll make sure any changes I made were tasteful. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more.
Hey!
Yep, no, I'm good, my guy. I'm gonna head this way. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. Hey, y'all saw this, right? Y'all all heard that, correct? Okay. Man, this room's seriously creepy. Don't think I'll be spending too much time in here. It's kinda hoping Hiroko would turn up in one of the new classrooms, but there's no sign of her here either. What could have happened to her? I know, right? I still don't believe she'd run off and leave us on our own. She ain't like that. That is, I didn't think she would be in one of these classrooms, so not for nothing. You all look so cool out on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that too, but my dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. Oh, so you actually kind of want to fight. I guess we got a vibe of that earlier on too. Alright, Emo, what's up? Another room designed to make the battle freak stronger. There's nothing for the two of us here. Emo, you're gonna get into the fight sooner or later, even if we have to make sure that she gets kidnapped by one of the creatures. You. A lot of people just aren't checking out the new areas, which is kind of interesting. They're just in their rooms. This isn't quite what I expect from a metal shop classroom. It's more like something you'd find on a military base. We're at war, dude. All kinds of deadly looking weapons lined up here, and the air thick with the smell. With the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and there's Nozomi. She's here too. What is this? We can make traps here. I should try it out myself. Traps? I wish we had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi. Then I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. Okay, well, the girls really think that I'm, the way the air smells in here really puts me at ease. Seriously, you like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself, but The Usuzukis actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapon development, like guns and stuff. In the beginning, our family was just the Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all life's aspects of life in Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to the Suzukis, and the rest is history. Is that how the names get changed? Workshops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as swanky mansions where we live today. The industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA, my tomato head. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in my family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons with the likes of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before might the others flee, great and powerful, Suzuki!
Oh, she even got a chant? Before our might, the others flee, great and powerful Suzuki. Boom, 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 boom. The invaders will rue the day they crossed Suzuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Well, she's on her team side. Right now we got two teams. We got the A team and the Yi team. We'll see how it goes out. Maybe we should tell that to your friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. Well, luckily the thing should bring us back. Again, with the ritual suicide demands, I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. I guess go back to my room and decide to do what now. What do I want to do next? What else we got going on here? It's still day 30. No, it's about to be day 31. Whew. Between all the arguing and exploration, today's really taking it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye, eye to eye? That's the song from the Goofy movie, right? Right? If we listen to each other's hearts, we'll find we're never too far apart. And he does the perfect cast. Maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye. I'm pretty sure that's a Goofy movie, I think. Our attitudes might be too different for that. Oh, that song's stuck in my head now. Anywho, we all representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend. Why did they choose us? They chose us for some reason to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's natural we have to give it our all. I wonder if like we have a special blood type or something, like triple O or something. I don't know. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. I never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. I would feel differently if I knew about world death. Was I ever going to find out what this war was all about? Huh? Someone's at the door. Durumi? Or no, it's probably Eito. Could it be her? Oh, please, could it be you? Nozomi, haha, welcome in. How would you like to sit down and discuss, no, it's Eito. I figured it'd be Eito. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have time to talk? Hey, you need to get over Nozomi, and you gotta hop on the Eito train. He's clearly wants to be your best friend forever. Oh, it's you, Eito. Are you expecting someone else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it would be nice to chat a little bit. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Yeah, you need to focus back up, Takumi. This is your new best friend. Oh, really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Kiruko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position rather to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? Not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nico found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm. It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it unless somebody hit you on the back of the skull with a pipe, which sounds not an invader thing to do. They would just rip you to shreds. Somebody dragged you to that school. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. Is she more special than me, Takumi? But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was it that? Really? Oh no. No, not exactly. It's kind of weird to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course, that's what friends are for. Of course. Dang, I was waiting for that's what friends are for. Now that I've been given the chance to the go-ahead rather, it all came spilling out. I told Eito about Karua, my childhood friend I spent basically every day back home with before the war. That was the easy part. Then there was a matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Karua. They were so alike I couldn't accept that they were different people no matter how much I tried. As much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karua, she had no idea who I was. I told Eito all about this mystery and the theories I've come up with and the whole thing that was messing me up. I'm glad that he's got theories too. Some game theories. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she never mentioned hitting her head or having any gaps in her memories like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Eito, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. They said the magic word. This franchise loves them some parallel universes, and by franchise I mean game developers. They love some, oh my gosh, information traveling down other paths. How did we know this when we were on this path? Oh no. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities? It's a fairly common trope, rather. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe, rather. There he finds another version of himself, another him, living his own slightly different life. You think that's the connection between Nozomi and Karua? Like they're alternate versions of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean that Karua and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities, but at the same time they're different. They live completely different lives. That would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's how stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. Okay, Takumi. Let me talk to you. We stab ourselves and we have blood magic. We are fighting some sort of crazy creatures. There are undying flames surrounding the school. There's something called world death. We were somehow selected to defend and be humanity's last hope. With all of these things lined up, I actually don't buy this as the craziest thing, the craziest theory, the craziest thing I've heard in this game. Broaden your horizons a little bit, Takumi. I suppose you're right, it is a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is pretty far removed from, yes, what we used to consider reality. Exactly. Talk to me, Eito. Perhaps my sense of what is real or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. Takumi's like, oh wait, he's right. He's right. If you had told me a few weeks ago that I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Exactly. I'm glad that, like, everything that I said is being, like, put on the screen in front of me. It feels nice. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. It's been really helpful to get all of this off my chest. It's such a weird story. Most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have told just anyone about this. I had to tell a trusted friend. I'm honored, and I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, and now this? Alright. I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risk. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know. I'll be careful. Well then, I think I've taken up... No, we've taken up far more of your time than we should have. I think I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. Really hope he doesn't disappear. I like Eito a lot. He might be my favorite character in this game. He's like the cheesiest dork of all time. However, that does make me feel like he's going to do something wild. I feel like this game is setting me up for some Eito heartbreak. Because that's what these games do. They give you a character that's like, oh my gosh, oh, love, this is my guy, we love him. And then heartbreak. Eito love pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities, could any of it be true? It sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Kawa and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different? Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk about it. Talk to her about it rather myself. Huh? I don't think you're going to be able to. With, you know, her girl army around her. Her clique. Even after venturing to Eito, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. I turned in for the day and gradually fell asleep into a light, fitful sleep. 31.
Get ready for...
Alright,
Prepare
well.
to be ready to give your life.
Yep, great. It's morning. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. Let's see. Prickly, 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 prickly. Anybody out here? Actually, nobody's out here today. In fact, looking at this, it looks like the new school refuses to go eat with the old school. Fascinating. Huh? Oh, it's just us today? Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone turns so hostile lately. I'm loving it. We can't go on like this forever. We're going to have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Iotsuki. Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Our conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, good morning. It's you, huh? What are you doing here? Gaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us! One of us! Is that it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no, there's something I want to discuss with you. Okay. Even, what do you have to say about this? Do we even need to reconcile with those ragtag misfits? There's nothing with wrong with our two teams acting separately. You're really not a part of our team, my guy. I would like to make friends with the others, but there's nothing really I can do. Oh, man. She honestly seems very sensible. Part of me believes, like, in the future, she's gonna turn out to be a lunatic, and he's gonna end up being the sane one. Or maybe she's been brainwashed by him. What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally going to tell us the whole story about this world death thing? Sorry, but I'd like to, but Kurara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their backs. What do you want then? I was thinking it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're going to keep that up, so we don't need the cafeteria until later. Oh wow, you train this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. We can't afford to lose this war. Ugh, you sound like a walking recruitment poster. That's a lot of big talk from someone who can't even use Hemoanima. Hey, Gaku. Gaku! There's always bound to be some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. Sooner or later, one of the flagship series always ends up getting buried. I feel sorry for the fans. Gosh darn it, Kako. I like Kako a lot, actually. At any rate, I think it's best we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little bit. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. Well, wait a minute. While you're here, I wanted to ask you. Sorry, the others are waiting for me. Alright, Nozomi brushed off my question and left without even sparing me a passing glance. All just because I ripped my pants. That was fun, huh? It's like the management set us a liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start the killing game. That chick really hates our guts, huh, Todd? I sure hope not. She turned you down, so what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Takumi needs to be alone with his pain. Oh, wait, Tsubasa, for real? I'm not sure that's the best approach. Not the best approach, the best approach either. Don't worry, you get used to being hated pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in life from my parents.
Hey!
My ragtag group of misfits. We're the ragtag group of misfits, not for nothing. The breakfast that day was tasteless as the atmosphere. Tragic. Nozomi's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. I shouldn't let this get me down when there's so much else going on. Alright, what should I do? I've got plenty of free time to fill out. Okay. Metal Shop and the Biolab have unlocked. You can now develop traps and enhancements. These will give you an advantage in battle, so spend your free time wisely developing these tools. Okay, Extinguisher level has increased. Oh, so we can explore further now. Your Extinguisher level has increased to 2. You can now go to the new areas to explore more. The materials you can obtain while exploring are unique to each area. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hole. Awesome. So we could explore, but first, I know that we got a whole lot of stuff. What you doing in here, girl? Tsubasa. Who do those students from the other school think they are? There was no need to be so rude. Yeah, right? Oh, calm down. Class of weapon modifications, you come to the right place. Okay, well. Yeah, we got 4 new people. She honestly seems pretty useful. Last yell, early strike. Sure. Intercept. Rescue bullet fires a bullet that heals all within range, recovers 3 HP. That's extra voltage gain. Voltage gain is important. Not for nothing. Allies acting with 1 AP in battle have a 50% chance of gaining support status. Sure. I mean, that's just real nice. That's +2 attack and voltage gain ×2, which is crazy, you know what I mean? That being said, I wouldn't be mad at a little bit more Jumanji Sword. Let me look at us real quick too, because we need more linguistics to really start raising our stuff again. You. Stay with me. Earns a large amount of voltage. How much is this? 800? Oh, we still got like 5,000? Yeah, give me that. We'll take that. Some more voltage gain. That's 800 though. Like, I need to, and now we need to start calming down a little bit. Well, you know, actually. More voltage gain on this is kind of nice too. That's another 800. That's fine. Gaku, I feel like we haven't done any of your stuff, which is fine. I say okay. Let's save a couple of these, and I'll kind of just think about the rest of us. So boosting Hemo Anima will do all of these things, which is kind of crazy. Anyway. Let's see. We need 2 social studies to up this. Oh! Maybe we should try and focus on getting some more social studies then, because that's kind of neat. We'll come back to this. You know, but find me if you need anything else. Okay, great. I need to get some social studies real quick. That's social studies. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Unless history is also a subject. Hold on. Report card. Oh, I wanted to look at our new report card people too. Dislikes loveless acts, loves Harumanyaki. I don't know what that is. January 31st, November 11th. Training montages, likes those, and shows that gets series that get canceled too soon. Hey, in the comments, what's a series that you like that got canceled too soon? Commander Absorption one, so that is also noted. World Domination. Okay. Peonies, roses, camellias. Don't like a lot of the flowers. Interesting. And then Nozomi likes rolled eggs and dislikes hospitals. And those are our 4 new folks. Okay. You both have... Man, I wish you didn't have a Commander Absorption one. Jeez Louise. And my thing is, like, I really do kind of fear that Commander Absorption is gonna be a thing that, like... not screws us over, but kind of screws us over in the future. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's fine though. Let's just go ahead and save over day 2. We're not gonna go back to day 2. Let's be real. This game is gonna have a way for us to go all the way back anyway. Let's be real. And we'll certainly have to. Did I want to come to the menu for something else? Oh yeah, I actually did want to look at my my stats. Yeah, so we are really low on social studies. We got no extra bars. So let's hang out with our boy Gaku. Hey Takumi, want to hear my latest food review? Sure. Sounds like fun. The food that comes out of the Rationomatic is real fancy and tasty, that's for sure. But sometimes it just makes it taste nasty to me. What do you mean? Why would tasty food be nasty to you? Takumi, listen real carefully to what I'm about to say, bro. You know what? He's kind of growing on me. I hate to say it. I still hate his head, but he's kind of growing on me. When you're born poor like me, the poorness becomes a part of you. Your tongue rejects food that's too fancy. That's why you eat napkins. He's doing it right now. That sounds like a curse. I miss the cheap food from the group home. I want to eat boiled leaves of some unidentifiable vegetable. Some sauteed sprouts would really hit the spot. Some miso soup that's basically just water. His poor man's mentality is terminal at this point. Alright, well, cheap. We've unlocked cheap. Ooh, by 3. That's kind of nice. Free time! Okay, I think we're just gonna try and double down on social studies today, you know? Well, none of you guys are gonna give me social studies. You are gonna give me science. You will give me some sort of training. You will give me medicine. Can I not get social studies from anybody today? I get double strength or double science. Give me double science. Sure. I'll hang out with our boy in the library. I guess I've never actually studied either. No, wait. I wanted to talk to... Okay, I guess I will study social studies. So I can't actually back out of this. I actually just have to... I gotta bite the bullet. Sure, let's learn about the languages. Do I actually get, like... Okay, there's actually words here. The official language of the Tokyo residential complex is Japanese, and there are not many who speak other languages. There are some eccentrics who learn English and French as a hobby. The number of people who can speak a foreign language is probably less than 0.01% of the population, which is far different than actual Japan. The Tokyo residential complex is a cultural sphere built on just one language, but the world was not always like this, rather. Crossing national borders would often mean an inability to communicate. There was a mix of people who spoke different languages within the same country. People would work hard to learn foreign languages at school or through courses in order to be able to interact with people from different countries. People who speak a completely different language, that's hard to imagine. Hard to believe. Observation by 5. Today was pretty productive. I should come back and read another book from the shelf. Reading the same book twice during reading study will be enough to finish the book completely, greatly increasing the corresponding grade. Once you fully read the book, the effects of the book will decrease. Be sure to balance your reading with other student activities and receiving and giving gifts, rather. Forgot all about giving gifts, not for nothing. What's the point of that?
You never
Okay,
will, then.
hey Siri, goodbye. Day's almost over. It's not. I'm not at all tired. There's nothing else I really want to do today. I guess I'll just rest up and be nice and fresh tomorrow. So fresh and so clean, clean. Dun, 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 dun. I went to bed praying there wouldn't be an attack during the night. And as I laid my head, wow, 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 wow. Day 32. Maybe we'll just do like 10, 12 days at a time, unless there's like big days.
Get ready, prepared, be ready to give your lot.
Yeah. Morning already, I should go to the cafeteria. Although I doubt she'll be there today. Bro, you need to focus on it. Where do they do their morning routine? Well, she is here. Guess I'll talk to her in the... Oh, they're here! Oh, can I not go into the gym? Oh, that's unfortunate. I know she's around. Okay, well. She's got to be on her way there. You know what I mean? So where is she? Oh, she's over here. Hello. Confound it all. Is this Lady Kurara's doing? Her mischief is truly knowing no bounds. Hey, Kiyoshika, what's wrong? Somebody absconded with a holy Jumanji sword while I was in the bathroom. I let this slide the last time Lady Kurara pulled this trick, but this time I really am going to make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you? Take it with me? Surely you jest, Sir Takumi. Such a thing would be the height of impropriety. Anywho, besides, I would be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me do my business. I see. I think. Oh, but I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me, I must be going. I mean, we can talk, we can chat. I mean, I'm cool with y'all. It's just the rest of my friends aren't. Just as I thought, it's the original gang. Nozomi did say she tried to keep the two groups separate, and it only figures she's not here. So, not like I care or anything, but do those guys really train every morning? It's not like I care either, but yeah, I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic, though. I like Ima, actually. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Fiend. Seeing other people working hard just makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is it just me? Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. And training, sir? Shoma, are you alright? Shoma? Shoma? Oh, yes, sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I've contracted a disease that made my brain melt from the lack of use. Either way, it's nothing serious. That sounds incredibly serious. Brain melting sounds bad. Is it contagious? Oh God, it's happening again. It's melting, it's melting. Quick, someone cut off his head. The revival-matic will probably fix it when it puts them back together. Probably, maybe, 50-50 chance. You can't solve all your problems with but beheadings. But Mr. Jinzaki barely contributes anything useful, even when his brain is solid. I think we're safe to just keep ignoring. Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% disagree, but I mean, I was gonna agree with him. He really, this is better than what he usually says. It's true Shoma's always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. What is going on with him? None of us really sure what to do about Shoma. We ate fast and let him work it on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. Oh. Oh. We're now closer to patching things up with the team from the other school, rather. We can't let things continue as they are. But how can I get 2 different groups to get along? Guess I'll just have to try whatever I can. My own way. Alright, well, I still want some more social study. So let's get social studying, shall we? I mean, I'm not really trying to hang out with Gaku too much, but he's gonna say the same thing in here. Yo, talk to me. Let's have a party.
Huh?
Party? What kind of party? Oh, this is actually different dialogue.
Yeah.
Huh? Just a party, bro. Who needs a reason to party? But parties are meant to celebrate something. Dude, you're so freaking clueless. A party is about the ritual. You decorate the place real nice, lay out some good food and a table, and bam, that's a party. You can eat as much of your favorite food as you want to with the Rationomatic, so we'd be stupid not to party every day. It's a party every week, baby. Gaku's in the house. It's party time, bro. That's right, he's in the house. Help me put up these decorations. I can't keep up with this over-the-top excitement. Gaku's just a little weird, but you know what? Now that like he's not like lying to himself and he's calmed down a little bit, Gaku's not that bad. I decided to ignore Gaku's hyper behavior and went back to my room. Party. That's still not enough to get my social studies up. I thought it would be. Okay. Oh, he's up on the roof. Up on the rooftop, Shoma, hey. Are you still broken today? Are you okay? Alright, well, I guess that's a yes. Up on the rooftop, his head sore. Maybe I should shove him out the door. I don't know if we've really hung out with Tsubasa. Well, let's hang out with Tsubasa, sure. Fiend. I'm so curious about this. Curious about what? Oh, you mean the Revival-matic? Hey, Takumi, don't you wonder how the Revival-matic works? It should be impossible to instantly revive the human body. What do the inner workings look like? I'm dying to find out. I don't suppose I can take it apart. Can I? Easily now, Tsubasa, back away from the the Revival-matic. That thing will turn you into Swiss cheese if you don't keep your distance. But it'll just bring us back even if it kills us, right? Being full of holes wouldn't kill me instantly. We might be able to investigate the machine in a few seconds before we die. Come on, you know we can't do that. We're not zombies. Why are you desperate to figure out this machine anyway? I'm a mechanic. How could I not want to? I can't not take apart and look at any machine that's a total mystery to me. I held Tsubasa back as she tried to approach the Revival-matic, managing to pull her outside of the room. Nothing is scarier than the persistence of a prodigy. Professional. Alright, a little technology. Maybe during this 100 days we'll just get our stats up.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Oh, true?
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let death bite or something like that. Another day. They've been going faster lately. Not that I'm complaining, I want to get to day 100 and get out of here as soon as possible. And when I get home, I'll be able to clear up this whole Karuwa Nozomi thing once and for all. Ha 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 ha. Right? Anyway, I'm going to bed. And so ended my 32nd day at the Last Defense Academy, the LDA. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Memories.
Taki?
What's up?
What's up?
Karuwa, what's up? If you feel me, I say what's up. What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
What?
Huh? Chocolate?
Why would I have gotten chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Oh, interesting.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they got older, they tend to start noticing the difference between each other more and more and ended up drifting apart. That's not how it was with me and Karwa. We remained close all through elementary and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. Yeah. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Kara and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
What? To who?
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any.
Oh?
She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh, you made it for your mom.
Oh, it was for your mom.
I was like, wait, this whole time I thought Kara was after us, but she's not a lesbian. It was for her mom.
That's pretty cool, though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her.
Well, it can't be for your dad, too. He's dead. I know that's a part of the story.
Here.
It's happening, you guys! I knew it!
For me.
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
This is adorable.
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay.
No, cause like they have Valentine's Day and they have, what is it afterwards? Is it White Day or something like that? Where the other half, I don't remember. I really do not recall. Someone in the comments will tell me. I think I'm right, but I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what it's called.
If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
So these little scenes always set up some, is what it feels like, you know? Promise me you'll show me the stars someday, so I assume Nozomi and Taki will look at the stars. We'll continue.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Tacky, you've got no imagination.
You can say his imagination's pretty tacky, huh?
Shut up.
I feel like every streamer has made a he's tacky joke by now. I held out for 33 days, you guys. But my man's is tacky. Give it up for day 33.
Get ready for your prepare to spend another day and be ready to give your life.
All right, well. It's no surprise I ended up dreaming about Karuha again. The way she's been on my mind so much lately really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are, though. No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. Parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi really is an alternate version of Karuha, what's she doing here? Is it just coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Thinking about this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should just go to cafeteria for breakfast. Oh hey, Tsubasa's out here. She's probably, whenever somebody's out here, they're by the door. I don't know why. Okay, well, egg on my face then. Maybe she is right over here then. Is she outside of her door? Yes. Morning, Takumi. Looks like you made it through another day without an attack, huh? Still, not knowing when the enemy will attack is pretty stressful in its own way. Sometimes I feel so nervous I could just... Trying to overthink it. When the next attack comes, we'll deal with it, just like we always have. I hope so. Yeah, thankfully you didn't vomit in front of, like, our new friends, because they would have, specifically Kurara would have been, like, peasant vomit? I'm sorry, everybody's in the cafeteria today? Hello. Hey y'all, Subas will be here in a second. She's busy vomiting. How you beat me here? Weren't you vomiting? Huh? Well, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guest. Sir Takumi, surely you would never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was it you? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword and, well, perhaps I got carried away. Kyoshika, what are you revealing to the world? Ooh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want to hear. All of you. Eito, what's so important that we all need to be here? Shoma was acting strangely yesterday and tried to brush it off, but I pressed him. He finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream, one that unearthed a repressed memory. Another one? Another one. So this is your usefulness. What did you remember? Shoma, is it true? Did you remember something? Well, I thought we were agreed that Mr. Ginzaki's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first one as a fluke, but now it's happened again. Shoma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it so we're all on equal ground and we won't fight about it later. This is his excuse for wasting our time? I'm sorry, but I don't want it to feel like I'm keeping this from everyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. That's why you're so short. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? So, was your dream from before actually not a dream? Did it really happen? Usually when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds, but there's a clear difference between the two. Oh man, images in our mind is in red, man. What's going on in this game? You know what every time there's words in red or orange in this game. I'm sure you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories too. That's why I can say with certainty that this is a memory. If you guys don't mind filling us in on the lore here. Just shut up and listen, we don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shoma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said we were hooked up to some freaky machine in a weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Huh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Are those machines really the same as the ones we've got here, right? The ones that we can't get working? Yes, I think that covers everything from my last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they were brought to the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes. I think I remembered this time might explain a lot of it. This time, I remembered why I was putting those machines at Kamakura General Hospital.
It was some kind of experiment. The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
Okay.
What is it they were researching?
That part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet. But I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine. And they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way. But it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Yep. Special blood? You think it's got something to do with hemoenema? But hemoenema comes from the infusers. Our blood's just the medium that it uses to manifest. Shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not, should it? Uh-oh. So your blood's different from the regular people, Shoma. Have you got a crazy high mitochondrial count or something? That's crazy. I don't know anything about that, but it seems like it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy. I was barely able to awake at the time anyway. Barely awake at the time anyway. There was one other thing, right, Shoma? Right. I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
It was all of you, too.
We're all in the pods.
What?
Oh, you know what? Let's actually really pay attention to this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to do some real deep peeking here, because I think that's Kiyoshika. That one's definitely Hiruku. Up there is Ima, down there is Kaku. Tsubasa's the top, so we don't see I don't see Nozomi. Is that all of the new guys too, except for her? 1. I don't see Nozomi, but there is one empty pod, and maybe that empty pod is for the person who we don't know what they look like that was also from their team. That's something else to look into.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment.
I'm
we
myself
all have the same special kind of blood.
You might be able to see him just barely, but above me is Yugama. Yugamu, rather. That's the only person that I'm blocking. And you can see everybody else on the bottom. There's nobody in that bottom right pod. So I guess there's a world where it could be Nozomi, but I think it's more likely that in the world that it is somebody else, the missing person from their gang. Dude, what are you talking about? Us and those machines? That includes our group too? Yes, it wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everyone who's here was also there. Uh-oh. You're crazy, man. First time I saw any of you was when I woke up here in the academy. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. I was just barely awake, though, so maybe that's why I was able to remember it. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. We were all part of an experiment sometime before we came to the school. But I've never even heard of Kamakura General Hospital. How could I have checked into it? Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have money to spare on medical bills. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See? It just don't add up. We couldn't have been there. Wait. What if it was after the invaders attacked the complex? When our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I had blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you. And when I came to at the academy with no idea how I got here. Naturally, I assume we were all brought here immediately after we passed out, but what if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in the hospital first. Then the gap in our memory would mean we'd be none the wiser. Hey, yeah, that kind of twist happens in killing games all the time. It's possible, though, don't you think? If we accept Shoma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood? Maybe it is related to hemoanima after all. I think so, too. That's the only thing we have in common. And... oh my god, enough already. Kurawa's shrill voice shattered the contemplative mood that had settled over us. You interrupted our training for this, to hear this piece of trash talk about ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of them? This could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about hemoanima. Here's the problem. There's a world where they know a lot of this information already. But Shoma didn't remember any important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame-brained hogwash. Consider this. Would understanding Hemoanima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not concentrate on defending the school? This is not the time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? I'm sorry, but I like Laura. I'm kind of with the A-team on this one. We're not going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We made our peace with that. Now we've been given this mission. We've got no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Nigo didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about this war are just too important. If he told us everything and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. We decided to give it our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. And those completely alien concepts to you maggots? I mean, look at you. Coming up with these weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter. Karara, please. Don't put exclamation points just after single words. Don't do this to me. I'm trying to read. You've been given a mission. Why can't you just do it? Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. Huh? You refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. Hey, speaking of, I'm sorry, I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right, it's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been as powerful as a pond scum all. And now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again, I won't say another word. I'll spend the rest of my 100 days in the corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Shomo began backing away, but Kurara stepped in to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't gonna cut it this time. You need to be made an example of. What are you talking about, Kurara? Don't try and stop me, Nozami. This bug needs squishing, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy, work-shy nitwits, and he's the worst of them all. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it. What's happened to her? Kurara has always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. Huh? But and I don't mean hiding away in your room either. I want you out of this academy. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is, zip it. This is a terrifying face, low-key. No excuses, just go, leave, move out, mosey, shuffle off, scram, depart, disappear, get out. Get out, 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 get out of here. Hey, leave him alone, you. Gaku stepped in and grabbed Kurara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
The uppercut of a lifetime! The luminary uppercut! Goodness gracious! There he goes! Oh man, poor guy. Hold on, there we go. Whoa, that was an awesome combo! Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And Uzuki receives education and everything we need to enforce our will on society. Political, financial, physical, we can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of the upper echelons for a reason, P-Brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence. And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Sorry, man. Wish we could help, but you know how it is. I don't hit girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Stop it, Kurara, please. That's enough. I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us. Did I think I hit B instead of A, so I might have skipped a line. Yes. Correct. Damn it, you'll get yours when the revolution comes. The revolution! Revolution! So I guess you didn't have anything else to tell us? Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let's return to training, friends. Come, Lady Kurara. My wrath must be appeased. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's going to take time. Anyway, I'm sorry it came to this. I really am. Nozomi gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I am so sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking of any kind of social awareness. You all have been better off if I had never been born. Well said, Ema! Ema! Brother dearest, don't agree with him. The tomato really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. Oh man, oh someone get him to the medic. She hit me. That psycho actually hit me. Even my dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met the guy. No, Gaku. Is that a good thing, or? Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're gonna make it through this, make things work with them. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. Starts with a K, ends with an Illing game, and totally still a genre with untapped potential. Drumi, just give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I were better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. Oh, Shoma. The mood in here just keeps getting worse, man. Gloom descended on the cafeteria. We gradually filed out and made our way back to our rooms, hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. So here's the thing, I feel like we're like a step ahead in terms of thinking in this game, but we're only one step ahead. I'm trying to get like 15 steps ahead of this game, but at day 33 rather, I don't think I'm gonna get there. There's still plenty of day left. I should try and make the most of it. The invaders still might attack at any time. I've got to be ready for when they do. I do still believe we're gonna end up getting like, oh, we're an hour and a half in already? That's crazy. Alright, well, I guess we'll go for another 30. You'll probably get 2 uploads this week. Continue. I still think that there's a world where we're just not on Earth. Oh. I feel like we should hang out with Ato just because, you know. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? Yeah, Gaku got punched in the face. High five. I hung my laundry on the door of the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and smells incredible. Did you use a scented fabric softener or something? No, I think just the smell of the sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in the TRC. As you know, there's no sky up there. If the laundry day is this nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. I can't believe he's this excited about a good load of laundry. Did Ato enjoy housework? Hashtag housework, I guess. Report card's wish list has been updated. What does that mean? Okay, math level 2, that's great. Is that the first thing we have at level 2? Oh, Shoma's in his room too. Oh, poor baby. Ato, where are you? Knowledge books. Okay, so that's what updated. Whatever. Who cares? Alright, let's try and get some social studies and then let's go and y'all are all there. Looks like I'm not gonna get any social studies from you guys. Gaku would be our social studies one. Maybe I'll just go to the library and just, you know, do some reading. Did I hang out with? Did I hang out with Tsubasa? I'm losing my mind here. Let's just read a book. Let's go back to social studies. Let's read the second one of these. Let me see. Observation by 10. That's crazy, dude. And that still didn't give me another level? That's also crazy, dude.
You never know when the invaders might. Well then.
Yeah, they're not gonna attack at night again. At least not back to back. There weren't any enemy attacks today. I'm more worried about the state of things inside the school. Even if one big team is becoming one big team is too much to ask for. Rather, I hope we can at least get by without any more infighting. I don't foresee that happening. Before long, I drifted into an endless, dreamless slumber. It was a welcome release from all the problems plaguing my mind. Well, certainly nothing bad's gonna happen, right? This is starting to feel like a setup for an explosion, you know?
Troops, get ready for your 34th day of. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable.
He's got his
and
legs on like
the
a
insufferable. To pave the way,
a foot massager?
be ready to give your life.
The violent barbaric enemy. I feel like everyone's gonna have that memorized. All right, Shoma's there. Oh, surprisingly enough, our gang is all in their rooms. That's fascinating. Are you actually here? Fiend. Fiend. Hey, talk to me, beautiful morning, isn't it? Perfect day for us to start murdering each other, am I right? It's like everything we've worked to build up is about to crash and burn. I'm so hyped. Crashing and burning? Yeah, that's a pretty good description of how I feel right now. Oh, well that's interesting. They're in there, and it's actually just us and the Wonder Twins. That's not the group that I was expecting. Sure enough, it's just our original group here, not that I'd expect to see the others here after what happened yesterday. I knew it was a good idea to smother my rice with ketchup and mayonnaise. Ooh, it gives it such a greasy texture. Ooh. Chocolate covered bananas. Good. Actually, and fried shrimp. Good. Make a great combination too. Together, I might not knock that immediately, actually. That I could see. She might be cooking with the sweet and spicy flavor. That might work out, actually. Hold on a minute. At least these two are happy. Gee, it sure is boring around here. I can't believe we haven't woken up with a severed head in my bed yet. Oh my gosh. I just wasn't made for these peaceful times. Maybe I'll go cut my own head off. It's just for something to do. And Darumi's the same as ever. What about the rest of our gang? No use waiting and hoping Nozomi will show up, rather. I might as well just eat and get going. Ate a hasty breakfast, went back to my room, not stopping to talk to anyone longer than I had to. More free time? More free time? As much as this rift between our two groups bothers me, it's also been a while since the last attack. There's bound to be another one soon. I should make sure I'm fully prepared just in case. That's the game saying that there's going to be an attack. That's the game saying, hold on, wait a minute. Shoma's still in his room. Maybe this is just how Shoma comes to the fight, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go here first. We did get math. Calm down. I was ready for her. Who wants math to be level 2? It's probably. Do you need science level 2? You need math level 2. So I could do one or the both of these. You probably want physical. Not you, yes, you. You probably want physical level 2. Inflict stun on user. Which I think might have been a mistake. I don't remember. I'm willing to give your Jumanji Slash a little upgrade, because voltage is important. Could learn Last Yell. That'll leave us with 100 or a 600. So if we want to give Last Will Yell to somebody else, we could. Or we could. Well, we can't boost you anymore because we need some more. Whatever, we'll be alright. Let's hang out with Takamaru. I feel like we haven't hung out with Takamaru in a long time. No, we did at least once. We did once. You come to craft something too? What's up, my boy? I've never seen you do anything like this before, Takamaru. What are you making? I'm here to learn about using the sewing machine. I want to add some patches to my jacket. Oh, that's pretty cool. What kind of patches? I'm all about ferocious animals lately. I'm thinking about slapping a big-ass tiger face on the back. Tigers are sick. They ain't just strong, but fast, too. Sporting one on my back as I ride will let me go even faster. Cause I'm the fucking tiger of the streets. Takamaru Yaku Shiji. Animal. Alright, we should have one more free time. Once again, I feel like we're close to social studies, but maybe we'll just go for science. Sure. We'll talk to our boy. Eito, what's up? Eito, hey, hello. What you gotta say? Do you think we could bring the... Okay, we've actually seen this dialogue. Another update. Alright. Great. Great, great, great.
You never know when the... Well, then.
Another day with no fighting inside the school or out. But we haven't made any real progress either. Everyone's still just on edge as before. If the invaders do attack while we're like this, will we be able to fight them off? Somehow I don't think so. Nozomi said to give it some time. I hate sitting around doing nothing. I guess I should have expected this. Feeling frustrated and powerless, I lay myself and allow myself to fall into a light, fitful sleep. But what if someone knocks at my door? Day 35. 35%? Did we start at 29? Started at 29, right?
Get ready.
Yeah.
Be ready to give your lot.
Violent barbaric invaders. Yeah. See, Ray, get out of here. I doubt there's any new developments, but I should probably head to the cafeteria anyway. I wonder how many standard days there are in a Danganronpa game. I've never actually thought about that, because you could, like, probably count it out based on, like, how many morning announcements do you get in a Danganronpa game. I think that'd be interesting. Hey, what's up? Oh, Takumi. I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk. I have to go meet with Kurara and the others for the morning training. Yeah, whatever. Oh man, isn't there any way I can make this right? I can't blame him for like rushing in and grabbing her hand that one day. Okay, so you guys are all staying here. So is it just gonna be Tsubasa and Eito in the? Yep. This is the shortest morning meeting that we've ever had. Looks like today is any better than yesterday. If anything, I'd say our team's starting to fall apart. The others know how to work together as a team, I'll give them that. I know I'm not one to talk. I wasn't here yesterday either. I was up late in the workshop and ended up oversleeping. What about Shoma? How's he doing? Has anyone seen him since the incident? So far as I can tell, he's been holed up in his room the whole time. I figured as much. What's with Eito though? It looks like there's something on his mind. Eito, what's up? Is everything okay? You still feel bad about what happened with Shoma and Kurara? Well, of course, but that's not the only thing that's bothering me. I've been thinking more and more about the discussion before, and we need to talk about parallel universes. Eito, what the heck? Huh? I've been looking into it in more detail, mostly reading any relevant information the library has on the subject. The more I learn, the more I think about it. I feel like it's a more plausible explanation than we give it credit for. Nozomi, your childhood friend, could really be the same person, just from different universes. You're serious about this? You think Nozomi somehow crossed over from another reality? Actually, no. I don't think it's Nozomi who crossed over. I think all of us did. You mean, I'm the one from another universe? Or dimension, rather? Not just you, but all of us. Remember how we lost consciousness after our first fight in the Tokyo residential complex? Right after that, I felt strange. It wasn't just exhaustion or a regular dizzy spell. It was more like the world was warping around me. I've never experienced anything like that before. Yeah, I felt something weird too, like my body was just dragged away somewhere. Isn't it possible that what we felt was really the sensation of crossing over into an alternate reality? Or we were stuck in some sort of VR game escapade, you know? What? We all just fell into another world out of nowhere? That's kind of a stretch. Slow down, guys. I have no idea what either of you are talking about. What's all this parallel universe stuff coming from? It's, well, it's just a theory we've been working on. A game theory. It sounds pretty crazy, huh? Not at all. I actually think that, too. I just never said anything until now because I didn't think anyone would take me seriously. Tsubasa, really? Huh? Really? I mean, no matter how you look at it, this school and the area around it are way too removed from anything we saw in the TRC. And when Shoma told us about the hospital and the weird machines, I thought maybe that could be the reason why. Wait, hold on a minute.
What if that's what the weird machines we got put inside were for?
Like little VR machines?
What if they're how we were sent from our world to this one?
Those machines sent us here? Yeah, maybe they're teleporters or miniature wormhole generators or something. Stuff like that happens all the time in superhero movies, and we could be like just the next world over in the multiverses. Those are just stories. That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. I trailed off before I could say it. After all, what even was real anymore? Nothing about anything here was normal. The distinction between fantasy and reality was nowhere near as clear as it used to be. If this is a parallel world, though, that makes getting home even more difficult. We can't do it on our own, that's for sure. I guess we'll have to see what happens when the 100 days gets... That's only if our parallel universe theory is correct. We should keep an open mind and see if we can come up with anything else. Thanks, I'll leave you to it then. Okay, but I'm pretty much convinced now. Multiverse all the way. Gosh darn it, Tsubasa. Tsubasa's getting really enthusiastic about this. I tried not to say anything to encourage her. After I'd finished breakfast, I went back to my room. Parallel universe theory. The fact that we have this theory at day 35 makes me believe that it is far off the mark. Here we are again. No matter how much I try to dismiss it, the idea keeps coming back. All of us blacking out, the gap in our memories, the strange machines, it all lends to that theory, I guess. I feel like that's not the whole story, or maybe I just don't want to accept that it's true. Now, what should I do for the rest of the day? There's got to be something to get ready for the next attack that might... Okay, I did not expect more free time. I'm going to be keeping a buck with you. I thought we were shot at this point, but I kind of want to check on him. Wonder Twins. No? Wonder Twins. Where are you? I wonder what World Death is. Me too. Those guys from the Second Academy have a warped sense of reality. They better not get too close to my dear sister. Sister? I shouldn't go into someone... No, I would like to go into his room. Gaku, I'll talk to you. Why not? He's probably by the... No, he's over here in the corner, in the cut. Hey, Takumi, what day is it today?
Huh?
I have no idea what the actual date is. There's no calendars in the school. Damn it, dude. Why don't we have any calendars? If I don't know what day it is, how am I supposed to throw birthday parties? Birthday parties? Celebrating people's birthday is my hobby. He's a big party boy. Laying out a spread of good food and lighting candles is good fun, even if it's not my birthday. But I can't throw birthday parties for anyone in this stupid school. Dang, somebody's gotta let me celebrate their freaking birthday. Let me sing happy birthday to you, bro. Since when is celebrating birthdays a hobby? I'm sure this guy sure loves me. He's a party boy. He is a party boy. We know that now. I do understand him. Yeah, I still don't have the next level of social studies. That's crazy. Who's at my door? Someone's at the door. I wonder what they want. Who is it? Casually walked open to the door. Standing on the other side. Standing on the other side. Who is on the other side? Was the last person I expected to see. Oh. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh. Huh? Oh no, it's... Suddenly, face to face with an Nozomi, I completely froze up. She must have picked up on how awkward I was feeling and got straight to business. I need you to come with me. There's an altercation in the cafeteria. An altercation? Oh no, they're fighting again. What is it about this time? I don't know. One minute everything was fine, and the next minute everyone was yelling at each other. It's probably nothing too important, but with how tense things are right now, if it got out of hand rather really fast. I don't think I can stop them all now. All right, in that case, we better hurry. Thank you. Come on. Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, everyone is in here. And I see a fair share of mad sprites and sad sprites. You're all as insolent as you are incompetent. If you were government officials, I'd be rallying for your immediate impeachment, resignation, and execution. Good thing we're not government officials then. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Kurara. To heartlessly steal away the fruits of your labor is unforgivable. In the face of such a maleficence, even the holy Jumanji sword trembles with outrage. Too much information, Yoshika. Keep your shenanigans with your vibrating sword to yourself. Hey, I'm on your side, and just so everyone knows, these allegations of vibrating shenanigans are entirely false. Okay, yeah, what's going on here? Aren't you guys overreacting? This isn't that big of a deal, is it? I don't know about that, sweetie. Emotional responses are very subjective, you know. Like maybe if your whole family got tortured to death, you'd be a real cut up about it, but I wouldn't feel a thing. Why's everything gotta be death and torture with you? If you're trying to shock us, it ain't working. Yo, what's up guys? What's going on? Takumi, I'm sorry. I tried to calm things down, but I couldn't stop them. I hate to admit it, but with my condition, I'm not very good with situations like this. Yeah. Get back to your sick bed, invalid. And Takumi, now that you're here, you can make yourself useful. I want you to bear witness. Bear witness to what? I'm going to expose the criminals hiding in our ranks and mete out sweet, merciless judgment. What? What are you, criminals? What did I miss? I was just having free time. What's happening here? Look, I don't know what happened, but I'm sure if we all take a moment to calm down. Oh no, I'm perfectly calm. My pulse is at a steady 65 beats per minute. So when I say whoever took my treasure from me will pay, you know that it's not just an emotional outburst, it's a promise. Treasure? In the name of the Usuzukis, I'll have my revenge. What treasure? Can you take a few steps back? What's this all about, a stolen treasure? Fine. It pains me to relive this tragedy all over again, but I suppose you have a right to know. Somebody here, some wolf in sheep's clothing, ate all of the curry that I made last night. That's what this is about? Huh? I put my heart and soul into it, taking great pains to get the consistency exactly right. And then I put it in the refrigerator overnight, tucked it tight and safe from danger, or so I thought. Some miscreant gobbled up every last spoonful as if it were just some low-class slop. This is unacceptable! Alright, lemon grab. How's flaying sound for an execution method? Once you find the culprit, I'll peel him like a grape. Oh my gosh. Ooh, boy. That made my skin crawl. I like it. Let's go with that. You're going to flay someone alive for eating your curry? You have to understand, Kurara really likes curry. Like, really, really. You could use a Faraday's constant worth of reallys, and it wouldn't be enough. And this batch didn't come out of the Rashnomatic either. She wanted to make it by hand using her traditional family recipe. Oh. Suzuki curry is a dish that depends on precise heat management. Let it get too hot or too cold and the flavor completely falls apart. You have to supervise it constantly from start to finish with the same care you'd use around a newborn babe. Each batch is as precious to me as my own child, and now some low-down thief is taken away from me. Snatching a child away in the dead of night, truly a despicable crime. Weren't you always planning on eating this child though? This is stupid. All over a little curry? You're about to get cut up, my boy. I'm out of here.
You said you could leave, you pizza-faced cinder block!
Oh, Gaku. There he goes again. There's the galactic bazooka, and the crowd goes wild. Is that what that attack's called? Damn it, this is the second time you've got the jump on me. Let that be a warning to you. Nobody's allowed to leave until the culprit is found and receives their punishment. But you're not actually going to execute them, are you? Absolutely. It's just a shame they'll be able to come back afterwards. In that case, how about we focus on making it hurt? It'll make for a better punishment that way. I don't know, could chop them up in little pieces and serve them up in a new batch of curry. Enough with the gore, you're not impressing anyone. Wait a minute, you're talking about execution pretty casually, but you're not planning on using Hemo-Anima, are you? What else? Enemies of the Usuzuki family deserve the same treatment as the enemies of humanity we've been sworn to exterminate. But, Kurara, you're really not kidding, are you? You're going to use your full power on us all over a little curry? Well, don't go thinking we'll take that lying down. We're pretty strong too, you know. Great idea. Let's make it a Hemo-Anima Battle Royale. I'll go get the infusers. Guys, no, stop. This isn't right. Right when we were on the verge of descending into an all-out brawl, somebody on the edge of our group raised their hand. Excuse me for interrupting, but it was me. I'm the culprit. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. Oh boy, Shoma. Did I hear that right? Did that little cockroach just confess? People around here sure do get passionate about food, but at least it makes for a good show. Well, Shoma's gonna die. Is Shoma going to be alright? Kako, I don't know if you just heard what I said, but nah. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Shoma, what did you mean just now? Just what I said. It was me. I ate the curry Kurara left in the refrigerator. What? I'm guilty. You can do whatever you want with me. Flame me, slice me up, use your hemo-anima on me. I won't complain. I'm just a burden on the school with absolutely no redeeming features after all. Shoma, are you serious? Of course. Why would I lie? Anyway, you found the culprit now, so you guys can stop fighting. I don't think he actually did it. I see. Kurara took a series of slow, deliberate steps towards Shoma. How was it? Huh? You ate it, right? How did it taste? It was delicious. That's all? I might have forgiven if you had said something more, if you had something more interesting to say. Alright, let's get on with the flame. Go ahead, feel free to turn me into curry too. At least I can finally be useful by providing. I'm not eating any Shoma curry. Nah, bruh. But why would you want? Very well. If you're resigned to your fate, there's no use in wasting time. My sublime hemo-animal will be the last thing you ever see. Kurara, no, think about what you're saying. Hemo-animal is created to protect life, not destroy it. We shouldn't be using it on each other. Alright, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, I get your point. How about we make it a one-on-one mock battle? That sound fair, right? A mock battle? The maggot and I will duel each other, no holds barred. He can defend himself or fight back however he wants. You can't accuse me of being unfair or unnecessarily cruel now. It's just a friendly little training exercise between squad members. Verily, that sounds like a reasonable way to resolve this. But... Step forward, maggot. I want to finish this and get on with my day. But I can't. Shoma doesn't even know how to use hemo-anima. It wouldn't be a fair fight. He's a member of the Special Defense Unit, isn't he? If he hasn't taken the time to learn how to fight, it's his own fault. Unless you're offering to take his place, heck, why don't you all get in on the action? I'll slice you up and serve you up to the invaders with fava beans and a nice Chianti. You and what army? I think it's time you paid for being such a stuck-up jerk. Look at you, breathing heavy with that fiery look in your eyes. You're making me want to jump in and tear things up too. Back off, pretty boy. You'll have to go through me first. Yo, I kind of hope that if this is about to be like a class-on-class battle, that like Takamaru is not allowed to hit the girls. Zounds, you will not threaten my comrades, sir. I swear on my sword, justice will be done. Did she just say justice? Looks like both groups are going to wipe each other out after all. Now that not that I will get involved either way. Brother dear, stop making it worse. Please, everyone, I'm sure we can resolve this peacefully. Fiend. Peace was never an option. All that's left to do is allow our destructive impulses to reign free. It's happening. Finally happening. Viva killing. Alright, this is bad. At this rate, there's nothing that's gonna hold them back. If we start lashing out at each other, everything will fall apart. Any order that we've built will collapse into complete madness, rather. No, this war has been nothing but madness. I'm starting to think we all must be a little crazy, too. Between the invaders, our hemo-anima powers, and the way too convenient technology around here. For real. That's something else that I want to point out. Everything is way too convenient here. Our sense of what's real or normal has already completely warped. That being said, we did have our stock of food burnt. That is something to write home about. If we lose our last semblance of sanity now, I don't think we can come back from that. Please, we shouldn't...
All of you, knock it off right now!
Hey, alright, Takumi. I hadn't meant to yell that loud, but at least I had everyone's attention. Now that I started, I couldn't stop. All the words came spilling out one after another. Look, I know all you guys. Y'all got your issues with each other, but we can't start fighting amongst ourselves. That would be letting the enemy win. If somebody has to fight to resolve this, let's stick with the one-on-one duel, just Kurara and Shoma. Huh? But Shoma can't fight. I'm not suggesting we throw him in right away. I'd like some time to get him ready, you know? To get him to a point where he can fight. Sir Shoma is the one at fault here. You're in no position to make demands on his behalf. No, that's fine with me. It is? How much time do you want? 5 days. Teaching Shoma won't be easy. Then again, a time limit could help motivate him. This is such a pressing matter. You shouldn't expect too much. Maybe 2 or 3 days at most. 8. 8! That was way better than the 5 that I was gonna say. Hey, Kurara. Yeah, alright, girl. Yeah, alright. Are you serious, Lady Kurara? Even weekly manga series don't make their readers wait that long for the next part of a story. 8 is the Usuzuki's lucky number. It never steers us wrong in business or in life. But that's the maximum, okay? If there's an enemy attack before then, I win by default. No questions asked. Understand? Sure. Alright, I can live with that. And another thing, this isn't just between me and Shoma, it's a battle for supremacy among our 2 groups. Let's make it more interesting. The winning side can order the losers to do anything that they want, no questions asked. Wait, when you say anything, I mean anything. Those are my terms. Take them or leave them. So that's what she's aiming for. If I want the extra time, I've got no choice but to accept. Then it's decided, Kyoshika, they've got 8 days. When's their time limit? Oro, today is day 35, so 8 is 5 and 3, and carry the 1, day 43. I was just going to say that. There's nothing wrong with my math skills. Addition is not my forte, that's all. But oh my gosh. Well then, my little beetles, it looks like your fate will be in my hands very soon. Oh no. Oh, Shoma, boy. I cannot wait to have you beneath my heel where you belong. This is how we get Shoma to fight? That's crazy. Kurara stormed away, her piercing, high-pitched laughing echoing down the halls long after she left. Hey, get back here. I didn't agree to any of this. Anything we want? I have so many ideas already. Confound it all. If it weren't for the addition, I'd make a fine mathematician, I assure you. Oh no. They left too, but Nozomi stayed a little longer. Are you sure about this? She's going to hold you to that promise. It wasn't a promise. Takumi said that all on his own. It'll never stand up in court. I think it was the right decision, though. It was the only way to stop a fight from breaking out right then and there. That would have been fine with me, of course. Okay, so here's the thing. Emo. If we lose, your sister's in danger. So help me train this man, all right? Brother dearest, if you can't say anything nice, I'll see what I can do to calm Kurara down, but I don't know if it'll do any good. Once she's fixated on an idea like this, it's hard to talk her out of it. Oh no. With one last apologetic look, Nozomi left to join her friends. So we're really doing this. I know we've got 8 days, but still. 8 days max, remember? If the invaders attack before then, we take the L. That's the craziest part of this. Hey! We gotta get Shoma ready ASAP. That tomato head'll be seeing stars before she knows what hit her. Sounds like a tall order to me. Do you think she can you can beat her, Shoma? No, not really, no. Now I'm seeing stars. Whether it's 8 days or 100 years, I'll still just be as useless as ever. I'm not built for fighting. It must be some kind of defect. It's better if you don't expect anything from me. I'm afraid we don't have much of a choice, so maybe just think about it, you know, today. Come on. Won't force you to do anything you don't want to, but you're the only one who could prevent a disaster here, Shoma. Like I said, think about it. Alright, I guess I can do that much. Well, that escalated quickly. Very hastily. We decided to leave things at that for now and went back to our rooms. By that time, I noticed it was really dark outside. Okay, so we have 8 days.
Howdy, soldiers.
And the Shoma training arc.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, bro. I never expected, you know, it's really weird. I really hated Gaku, but then he started calling me bro, and then we were all good. Never expected everything to come to down to a duel between Shoma and Kurara. Yeah, if you gave me money to put a duel between any two people, this is not what I would have expected. If he can win, great. I seriously doubt that that's gonna happen though. And then there's the stuff about having to follow their orders. No, I can't be distracted by what ifs. That'll only make things worse. Doing my best to shut out those troubling thoughts, I got into bed and forced myself to sleep. Day 36. Okay.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 36th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Okay.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable. Be ready
Yeah,
to give your
enduring the
lives to
unendurable,
protect our-
violent, barbaric, same as always. I wonder if Shoma's feeling any more motivated. I better go to the cafeteria and check. Okay. The thing is, we're at the 2-hour point, and I think this would make for like a good stretch for the next episode. 8 days of just convincing Shoma. So I think we should stop here. Once again, you'll probably get another episode this coming week. Let me think. This Thursday, there is an upload for Danganronpa, Hunger Games for the OCs. Friday is Hunger Games and Fracture. Saturday is, there's some going up pretty much every day except for Wednesday. Wednesday's a stream, but I guess there could be an upload prior to the stream. Can I have one ready before then? No promises. If not, there might just be a noon upload for Friday or Saturday. One of those 2 days will be the next part of this. You won't be waiting until Tuesday because I should have some more time to play a little bit more. This is where I was like, we're probably gonna have some double upload days to get through this game. I'm excited though. This is for the first time. It feels like we're not at war with the invaders. It feels like we're at war with each other, and that is almost refreshing. Admittedly, almost refreshing. So I'm gonna take that and run with it. Until next time, do we want to do any? Want to do any theory crafting before we walk out of this episode? We didn't do any fighting this time. It was just a lot of dialogue. We really only got through like 6 days, but I guess the next 8 days is like the next arc of this game. It is the Shoma training arc, and I guess the last 2 are Brother and Sister Dearest. They'll be our last arc, but that'll probably only take us to like day 60. So I wonder what's gonna happen for the last 40 days. I guess we'll just be like working together and actually figuring things out, but part of me wonders, will we even make it to day 100 in this run? You know what I mean? There's a world where we just don't make it to day 100. Like, I think there's a real world where we make it to day 99. And that big creature that took down the next to last Defense Academy could take out ours. I don't know. That being said, real quick, archive. No. Real quick, gallery. Look, we're only like a quarter of the way through some of this. This is much better, because I can get a much better zoom in on this. Let me see if anybody looks like distinctly different from Ima. I feel like Ima looks a little bit different. All of us do have our eyes open, which I think is a little curious too. And once again, this pod is empty. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna tell us too much information. Fascinating. Oh dang, this thing has like a whole like 6 images. I also wonder what our thumbnail. I mean, this is probably this is a thumbnail. That being said, I also don't know how much I want this as a thumbnail for real. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to keep these thumbnails as spoiler free as possible. And I guess having these 3 characters on a thumbnail is not that spoilery, you know what I mean? Because look, this is peak thumbnail. This is fantastic. In terms of our CGs, it's just there's so many CGs. And like this is not too bad either in terms of like, oh yeah, we could do that. Like you meet these 2 characters at the very beginning of this game, so I'm okay with that too. But like it. You know, maybe just like this zoom in is actually our good thumbnail. Maybe we'll do that zoom. Oh, she knocked his stupid hat off. Okay, hold on. She's all right in my book, y'all. She's made it. That's probably a thumbnail. All right. That being said, we're getting out of here. So let me also save. We'll talk for maybe 5 minutes. So I mean, the easy answer, I don't think we're gonna a parallel universe exactly. There's this image thing, there's this they said images in our mind, which was marked in red. That's something else to keep track of. Saying the first fight wasn't a real fight makes me believe less that it's a parallel world and more that it's some sort of, maybe not simulation. It does feel very Danganronpa 2 with those pods, but I don't think that they would do that again, knowing this franchise. You know what I mean? They don't tend to reuse concepts that heavily. Although, I guess there were some similarities between 999, the Nonary games, and the first Somnium Files a little bit. Just like a touch. This, I feel like, would be maybe too similar if we were just in a virtual world. So I don't think that's the answer. I do think the big flip really could be more of we're not on Earth anymore. And maybe humanity is trying to take over this planet. Maybe Earth is like a goner and we're trying to take out this planet. Is there anything... We've seen the sky, we've seen the moon. Is there anything in these pictures of the sky and the moon that like make it a little bit more distinct that we are maybe not so much here on Earth? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with games like this, you know what I mean? Like that above his head does kind of still look like the Big Dipper. I wonder if like maybe like there's a hint in these constellations, but I don't think that's the case. I think that is just the moon. You know what I mean? I gotta say, I'm at the very least curious. I'm so absolutely, completely, and sincerely curious as to what this entails. Okay, I think at the end of this episode, I am locking in a major part of this lore. If I were just doing a random guess, and I might just keep doing random guesses at the end of this. My random guess for right now is that we are not in a parallel universe, but not on Earth. I think we are potentially actually still the last vestige of humanity. That still doesn't explain the undying flames, and that we were chosen to be here. So maybe not on a different planet entirely, but I feel like that has to kind of be the case. Maybe those are aliens as quote-unquote invaders. Man, I don't know. It's something weird going on. Also, why... Is there a reason why C-Ray has a floating brain, a floating heart, and stars in his eye? Like, I'm trying to think, maybe, is there any reason why this would be an intentional design? You have a same, essentially... I don't know. Toodaloo Flight Crew. If I'm locking in a guess, I don't quite believe it's another world. This is nice that we have, like, a little bit of this going around. Okay, I hate that you got that close. There's nothing in this picture. I was hoping there would be, like, something in the background in this picture. Okay, well, whatever. If I'm gonna guess... Because this doesn't seem like a regular hospital. This does seem like it could be something on a space station. I'm gonna guess we're out of this world. I'm gonna guess this is an otherworldly thing. I'm gonna guess that this isn't a Earth sky. I'm gonna guess that this is another world sky, and I'm gonna say that we destroyed Earth. I'm gonna say that either we destroyed Earth or maybe we are really at war with this species of invader. But that still doesn't explain, the commanders, because I feel like the commanders who use hemoanima, the secret of hemoanima is probably to do with this as well. If the commanders are potentially, that was, and here's the thing, you existed, so I feel like, and we know that they have one more person and it was a girl, and you are not girl, so you must have been someone from a past experiment or maybe past Defense Academy. So I still don't know, you know? He's trying to communicate, he's trying to tell us something too. I feel like he's trying to warn us. Or maybe help us in some way, shape, or form. This guy is a key, and I think we gotta try and figure him out before we do anything for real. He is a goner. I do still believe that we are the last Defense Academy, and he was at the... I still think potentially the second to last Defense Academy is maybe like... Could it be a red herring? I'm gonna do a little bit more thinking when we're later in this game, because I'm let's be real, we're not even like 1,000% or 100% way through this of the way through this game. I do believe that killing the commanders will probably be killing or sparing the commanders will probably be a way to get to this way or to this way, to other paths. I don't know how to get to 100 from there, but because we don't have that many commanders, but we'll see. Don't know, really. I don't know. But you know what? There is a world where if we have 100 lines, maybe it is 100 like parallel lines. I know you guys probably can't see what's on the board right now. Maybe it is 100 parallel lines, and that's how you get to 100 lines. And maybe instead of getting hey, you've done this, and switching onto a kind of a bracketed kind of thing, maybe it just puts you onto another line, another like parallel universe. That I think could start to explain X, Y, and Z a little bit better. That being said, I'm not sure at all. We will see. But we won't see this episode because I'm gonna go to sleep. Toodaloo Flight Crew, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, well, at this point, I feel like a lot of you have at least gotten through this part, but I don't think many people who have, like, actually been, like, playing the game have gotten, like, to all 100 endings and have all of the lore. That being said, if you're along with the ride for me right now, and this is all that you've really seen, let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories, because I've been reading them in the comments. I think I'm just going to start replying to the comments rather than, and I think I have been kind of just replying to the comments rather than, reading them out, because we have no time to waste here. Until next time, which we probably will involve a fight, and we'll have Shoma's training arc, Toodaloo Flight Crew. What will he be? I'm interested to find out. I feel like he likes animals, so maybe he'll ride like a giant tiger into battle. I'm not sure. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.